Welcome to Doyle Towne, established circa 2016, a community of 112 precious citizens nestled safely in the heart of St. Paul's campus. St. Paul's belief statement: we cultivate our students' talents for lives of opportunity. We create unique learning environments, honor our students' passions, and develop enduring connections. This is what we believe is important: equipping our students with the knowledge, skills, and dispositions they'll need to take advantage of all that life has to offer in the years to come. We do that by encouraging them to explore and pursue their passions, and by helping them to participate in the vast social network that is St. Paul's community. A network that will one day open doors of opportunity for them and bless them with friendships that will bring joy and support as they face life's ups and downs. This, by the way, is a picture of one of our SPS students, whose lower school project was featured recently on an episode of The Steve Harvey Show. She invented a doggy dryer. St. Paul's vision: we commit to our students so they will act joyously upon their passions and courageously seize adventures and opportunities we cannot yet foresee. The St. Paul's faculty, while diverse in their backgrounds, their talents, and their responsibilities, are bound by one unifying vision, a vision that guides our curricular planning, our approach to teaching and learning, and our daily practice. Embedded in this all-school vision statement are three key words: joyous, courageous, and adventurous. If you're new to us, then you might not know that each of our three divisions is guided by one of these three keywords, which encapsulates our mission in each of those divisions. Here in Doyle Towne, our guiding word is joyous, as we seek to make learning fun for our littlest knights by ensuring that all teaching and learning flows through their imaginative play and inquiry. This year we added a new keyword which specifically speaks to our mission at the infant, waddler, and toddler level, which I'll reveal in a moment. In the lower school, our keyword is courageous, as we seek to help students grow in their confidence and courage, learning how to advocate for themselves, others, and the environment. In the middle school, our guiding word is adventurous, where we challenge students to move out of their comfort zones and begin to take steps into the larger world that awaits them. In the Infant, Waddler, and Toddler program, we promise to engage our youngest learners' sense of wonder through the use of multi-sensory infused teaching and learning experiences. The very first developmental stage of life has to do with learning to trust. Infants need to know that they can trust their caregivers and trust that the world around them is safe. They learn this through their senses. They learn to trust us when we respond to their cries quickly, when we feed them warm, nutritious food, when we change their soiled diapers and rock them to sleep, when we snuggle with them and when we talk with them in soft, loving tones, when we sing to them and caress them. This is how we help them to develop a healthy sense of self-worth and the ability to trust others, which is at the foundation of a lifetime of healthy relationships. As they become more mobile, our babies begin to learn about the world around them, making toys light up and making music. Now those multisensory activities broaden to include opportunities to mouth safe toys, try new foods, recognize familiar animal and vehicle sounds, and more. Our babies learn cause and effect as they press buttons, shake rattles, drop toys on the floor, and mimic the sounds of their caregivers to approximate human conversation. All of these multisensory experiences help them to recognize themselves as unique beings and begin to take initiative, reaching out to retrieve toys of interest and getting the attention of others to meet basic needs. At about 18 months, children move into the second major stage of development, in which they begin to explore the world with greater independence. At this stage, toddlers need to grow in self-esteem and autonomy. We want to encourage this independence by giving them opportunities to make choices and to develop self-control. At this developmental stage, children continue to learn through their senses, exploring the world around them with their eyes, nose, ears, fingers, and taste, and there is a focus on developing gross and fine motor skills. Your classroom teachers aren't the only ones nurturing and stimulating our infants, waddlers, and toddlers. Coach Allison, for example, works with our waddlers and toddlers twice a week, designing lessons that focus on developing their balance, gaining control of major muscle groups, and teaching techniques for safe play. Our infant waddlers and toddlers also enjoy music class twice a week with Miss Swan on the green. Miss Swan's lessons incorporate singing, movement, chants, stories, and rhyme. As students move into the Squire Junior Night and Kindergarten program, our promise to our families expands to include the importance of making sure that learning is a joyous experience. As children move from about 3 to 5 years of age, they begin taking initiative in creating play situations that reflect the world of grown-ups. Their play is highly imaginative and offers opportunities for them to try on various roles and learn to navigate the nuances of friendship. As such, our learning environment capitalizes on that by offering them endless opportunities to role play in the context of our little town. Our goal is for our students to view learning as an exciting and joyous experience. To that end, all early literacy, numeracy, science, and social studies instruction is embedded in hands-on, student-directed projects. Children have a strong disposition to explore and discover. The project approach builds on their natural curiosity, enabling children to interact, question, connect, problem solve, communicate, reflect, and more. This kind of authentic learning extends beyond the classroom to each student's home, community, nation, and the world. It essentially makes learning the stuff of real life, where children are active participants in and shapers of their world. Additionally, beginning in the Squire program and continuing through the end of first grade, we use something called Foundations to support our students' early literacy skills. This research-based multisensory program reinforces phonemic awareness, phonics, handwriting, spelling, and more. As I mentioned from the very start of this presentation, our mission is to help your child discover and pursue their passions. One way we do that is by introducing them to a variety of enrichment classes where we hope they will discover hidden talents and interests. At the Squire level, students enjoy daily enrichment classes, including physical education, music, art, technology, and library. At the junior night level, Spanish is added to the enrichment offerings. At the kindergarten level, students also begin taking drama, which is taught by 2 renowned Ruth Eckerd Hall instructors. In addition, we urge you to consider enrolling your little ones in some of the many auxiliary offerings that begin after school at 3:20. As your child grows, they'll have access to some really fun options like soccer, yoga, dance, ping pong, advanced robotics, cheerleading, intramurals, baseball, and more. As I said, at the Squire and junior night level, all literacy, mathematics, science, and social studies learning is embedded in projects and imaginative play. This begins to shift, though, in kindergarten, where students are immersed in the same curriculum that our lower school students enjoy, including Lucy Calkins' Readers and Writers Workshop, Chicago Math, also known as Everyday Math, as well as our very own science and social studies curriculum, both of which were developed by our faculty using national standards and best practices in those fields. Our kindergartners do still pursue projects, though. In fact, projects continue all the way through 5th grade. As I bring this to a close, I want to reinforce how important imaginative play is to us, not just because it makes learning fun, but because it underscores critical life skills that we want our children to develop while they're here at St. Paul's. First, we want them to develop strong interpersonal skills. They need to know how to communicate effectively, how to listen respectfully, and how to work collaboratively. We also want them to develop strong problem-solving skills. They need to learn to approach challenges with confidence, perseverance, and cognitive flexibility. These kinds of dispositions, which will serve them so well in adulthood, are not developed overnight. They're forged slowly as children encounter everyday difficulties and learn how to handle them with ever-increasing skill and resiliency. Our program is designed to give your children those kinds of everyday experiences within the context of a very safe and loving environment. You can help us by not protecting your child from hardship. Allow them to struggle, so that they can feel a genuine sense of accomplishment when they finally conquer important milestones like putting their own toys away, buttoning their own shirt, tying a shoe, walking to class, using words instead of hands to express frustration, or saying sorry when they've made a mistake. As long as we give them the vocabulary and the skills they need, as well as our firm and loving support and encouragement, they will succeed, and they'll be so proud of themselves when they do. Our approach to discipline is called positive discipline. It's based on the books by Jane Nelson and the seminal work of Adler and Dreikurs, Pioneers in Parenting. Positive discipline is all about giving children the teaching and the guidance and the love that they need to grow into their best selves. It's based on the concept that human behavior is primarily motivated by the desire to feel a sense of belonging, to feel significant, to feel connected to others in a meaningful way, and to feel a sense of self-worth. When children misbehave, it's actually sort of a mistaken effort to try and recover one of those 4 criteria. So if we as the adults can look at their behavior and try and figure out what it is they're trying to recover. Are they trying to belong? Are they trying to get connected? Are they struggling with a sense of worth? If we can figure that out, then we can get to the heart of the problem and then change those behaviors in a way that's more positive. We know that children who feel connected to their families and their schools and their communities are less likely to misbehave. And that's why it's so important to always connect before you correct. Relationship is at the heart of what we do with children. We want our children to know that even when they make mistakes, we love them, we're there to help them. We can help them to calm down, recenter, make better choices, and to recover whatever it is they need, whether it's belonging, significance, connection, or worth. Positive discipline has nothing to do with punishment and everything to do with teaching valuable social and life skills. This is our last slide, and I had to end with something about friendships. Most importantly, our goal at St. Paul's is to give these students opportunities to forge friendships that will last a lifetime. Those of you who are alumni can attest to the fact that the St. Paul's community doesn't dissipate when our students graduate. We have grandchildren here whose parents attended St. Paul's and several alum who are actually on our faculty and staff. It's such a close-knit community. I remember visiting Berkeley one day for an FCIS event, and when I went to the cafeteria for lunch, I saw our alums sitting together at a lunch table, laughing and chatting happily. These relationships persist long after they've graduated from St. Paul's, opening doors to future job opportunities and more. So many of our parents attended St. Paul's many, many years ago, and now they're sending their little ones here. When we refer to the St. Paul's family, we're not just speaking metaphorically. So I hope you enjoy your stay in Doyle Towne, and I hope for that as long as your children are enrolled here, you feel as welcome here as they do. Remember, if there's anything we can do to improve your experience, I hope you'll let us know. Thank you.